Good morning, good morning, good morning. What an absolutely beautiful day it is. It's Tuesday morning, no idea what date it is. 22nd, it's 23rd, isn't it? 23rd today of April. And finally, yes, look, the sky's cleared and there's some sunshine because I'm all of a squinty. And I've been to Specsavers for my nail glasses. These are my old ones that I've got on. So I thought I'd start today in Cleveleys, right at the other end of the high street, and we'd go for a walk and we'd go and see what's happening. And I'm starting here, look, because this is the backstage bar, and something's afoot at the backstage bar. So we'll start here and we'll walk all the way down to the seafront. And before we set off, what am I going to say? I'm going to say don't forget to make sure that you've subscribed to Visit Fylde Coast. Make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications, and don't forget to make sure that you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter, and then you'll get all the latest interesting information and events and things to do and all that kind of stuff straight to your inbox. Right, let's go and have a look, shall we? So this is eating and drinking territory. There's the Jolly Tars over the road there with the spoons. We've got Mr. Nitro's, we've got various different sandwich shops, eating shops, bars, restaurant, etc. And this is a bit of a development. So Backstage opened quite recently, and this is owned by the people that have the Waterloo pub. And they're extending into this one and this one. So they're going to have all this corner building, which is rather marvellous. Now, the eagle-eyed ones amongst you will have spotted Escape. So they started knocking through, and they're hoping that they're going to get it done in time for the Euros in June. So that's your update. And meanwhile, you can carry on coming to Backstage for a crafty beer. And it's lovely inside. It's all record and song and music kind of themed. I'll show you inside now. They've settled down and got themselves organised. I love this floor, particularly like that, look. There you go. She's mopping, look, she's mopping to a tune. It's what we have to do early in the morning when we run the business. We have to do all our housework and cleaning up. So we're short of nothing we've got in Cleveleys. We've got a little flurry of gorgeous postbox toppers across here, look, that our Care for Cleveleys volunteers have been sorting out. We've got the shop where you bring your every parcels back to, and we've got all our little postbox toppers. So we've got sweeties, we've got flowers and ladybirds and butterflies, strawberries and a banana, and I particularly like these. Well, I would do, wouldn't I? We've got little bunny rabbits. What's that say? Oh, Cleveleys, I like that one. Aren't they natty? Chinese's, betting shop, post office, market on a Wednesday. Currently that's in April and it's on Princess Road. Ghost Coffee across the road, that's a new one. I think Fredericks is closing down. That's not the original Fredericks, that's another one. Some more bollard toppers, look. And the bank. The nasty Westy Bank. And this is Cleveleys Square, where the main traffic lights, let's scoot across while the lights are at green, where the main traffic lights are. So this is your tramway going to Fleetwood in that direction, that's the tram stop. And to Blackpool in that direction. And this is the sort of shops side of Victoria Road West. This is new, the ex-catalogue shop. So this is the old HSBC Bank, and these guys have moved from just down here in the Crescent West buildings. Oops. We don't have a cenotaph, a proper official cenotaph in Cleveleys, But we do have our poppy corner. And our poppy corner is bedecked all through the year with all these lovely bollard toppers and poppies on the chains that our volunteers have made. And this is where we hold our remembrance events and our anything to do with the war and that kind of thing. There's a D-Day event as well at the Top Club later this summer in June. So we'll keep you posted about that as well, because they're remembering that event. And under here somewhere, where's it gone? I've lost it. There's Specsavers, look. And when we get to the next bench, I'll show you my new glasses. I'll show you what I've got. It's a little bit quiet at the minute because it's only, what time is it? Let's have a look. It's, I don't know whether you can see me watch, it's 25 to 10. I got the first appointment in the morning. So I'll give it another half an hour and it'll be packed in Cleveleys. Coffee Bar are extending their canopy. So they've got 2 units and they're extending the awning so that there's coverage on both spaces. Marks and Spencer's Food, one of the busiest and most popular ones that there is. And of course JL Beans just up here, which is home to all kinds of confectionery gorgeousness. I'll take you around the corner and we'll have a look at Wilko, because that's going to be a new mill shop. Ina Mills, I think it's called. Just a little intermission there for the lovely guy from the council. We've got a little project on that we're doing on Abbey Road. We're always on the cadge. Yeah, so Wilko is going to be Ina Mills. Let me get my camera lined up. So they're apparently, according to the guy from Plush, which we've just passed, they're doing the electrics and fitting it out ready for new cash tills, new checkout points. It's bouncing a bit on the window, that's better. You see better with the van at the back. So it still looks like Wilko's have just moved out, but I'm sure, as with any good builders, they know exactly what they're doing. I'll go and have a word with these workmen and we'll go and see what to do. They failed me, they don't know anything. Apparently the owners are based in Atherton. Is that near Wakefield somewhere? West Yorkshire, I think, might be. Anyway, that's where they're based and it's opening soon. John at Plush, at this shop here, at the gift shop, has been talking to the owners. Let's see if May calendulas have managed to live. I transplanted some little seedlings. Oh, they have, look. Oh, wow. I transplanted some little seedlings out of the clock garden last week and put them in the little planter bed. Well, I have to say that looks marvellous. It looks absolutely lovely. We've got our nautical flags up. Don't ask me what any of them mean, I haven't got a clue. So we've got our bunting up for spring. And all our plants are starting to grow. We've got all our little nautical trinkety stuff all trimmed up. It looks really nice. And it's not really cost a lot of money, it's just cost a lot of effort and hard work and navvying. We're good at navvying. Do you like all our little bits of wood and bits of rope? I particularly like them. I'm really pleased with that. Look lovely when it really does start to grow. I said I'd show you my new specs. These are my sunglasses, so you better get used to seeing these. These are reactor light, they're going darker. Oh, that's very odd. They're a different prescription. It all looks really weird. So they're sunglasses. Oh, I don't know though, it's not bad. It just feels a bit swimmy. They're sunglasses, let's try these. And these are ordinary walking about plain glasses, these. Oh, that's not bad. They're my new ones. So I've gone for just ordinary frames that have got that ordinary thing on. You know how they don't have a wobbly thing there, whatever they're called. Because they hurt my nose. I don't like them. I put my glasses back on, and we'll start with the new ones when I go back home. So we'll see whether I end up walking into everything and staggering. This bench is our meeting point when we're doing care for Cleveleys stuff. Look, everything's starting to come to life now. Everybody's starting to waken up and it's starting to get a bit busier. The stalls are starting to get themselves ready. This is Decades. They're opening soon in this next one. Oh, that's a sign, look. That's a sign. It's a sign. It's a sign on the way. Family Bakery. Everybody who loves their cakes and buns and biscuits will be pleased to know that it's still open. Still the same recipes. I'll just rewind slightly and show you the new decking area at the front of the shipwreck. Is that nice? I do like that. I must go and do a food review in there. Busy little spot. We'll go and have a look in Family Bakery, shall we? Because I need to ask them about some cakes for an event that we're doing, and of course this is Grimes. Grimes the pies. Let me show you the pies. Where's the pies? Oh, they're here, look. They are delicious. These pork patties, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to walk past and not buy one, but I'm going to do. We are thrilled to be back open. There you go, look, it looks exactly like it did. Exactly like it did.
Yeah, right, do you want to write down?
Oh, that's the deed done. I've ordered loads of cakes for our event on the 7th of May in the bus station. So we're doing a little bit of a celebration event to mark the completion of the work in the bus station, because we've got a nice map to put up. All the plants are looking lovely. We've got all the little bellies flowering, look. Now just put it in the bin. Look at this here. Why do you have to dump your rubbish in there when there's a bin there? For goodness sake, it's like talking to a flower. It's like talking to the floor. So my husband's next little job is building some benches. We've got some benches to build. So these little plant pots that he made last year, we're going to extend these and we're going to put little wooden benches on either side so that you've got somewhere to sit. Because there's no seats down here and people keep sitting on the pots and they're squashing the plants. Please don't sit on the pots. Please don't sit on the pots. And Mary's going to be coming back as well. She's currently on remand in our garage, but she's going to be coming back shortly. Somebody's got the car plugged in and charging. They're a mystery to me, electric cars. And this is where the market is. So currently it's on here on Wednesdays in April. Not sure whether it's continuing after that. And this is the little bit of road that's going to be pedestrianised to make an event space. There's work going on all over the shop. I'm not sure what they're doing with this. It looks like they've completely renovated upstairs, which looks much better. And I would suspect that downstairs is going to be a new shop for let. If anybody wants a shop for let. Clothes. Cafes. Oh, I must remember to go to Aldi and see if they've got some compost. I want some compost. I've got some lily bulbs, and they're well and truly growing, so I need to plant them. I need to plant them and get them in. I'm going to put them in a pot, because every time I put them in garden, I end up with them getting shoveled by slugs and lily beetles, and they're vicious little sods. If you've ever had lily beetles in your garden. The clock's right as well, look. 10 o'clock, well, 10:05. They had the clocks out a couple of weeks ago. Just a little note round the corner here at the Olympia. And the chip shop, which was in that unit there, that white one on the end, that's remaining closed. It's not going to be a chip shop. They're going to amalgamate that into the amusement. And the cafe's remaining closed as well on the corner, and that's also being amalgamated into the amusement. So you might remember a few weeks ago we were talking to the builder, and he was telling us what they're doing. Let's see if we can see inside. You can't really see much. There you go. So that little stud wall on the right hand side is going to come down eventually, and the amusements is going to come through to the outside wall where the windows are. Let's go and have a look and see what's happening on the beach. It's a gorgeous morning. It's lovely to see some sunshine. Terry will be out later today with his ice creams, feeding the 5,000. We've been working with the council gardeners as well to improve these seafront gardens, and they look much better. They've put quite a bit more grass in, and they've consolidated the plants, and we're going to let the wild flowers grow around the plants as well, so that they'll look all pretty and be an attractive draw for the wildlife. Oh, that's lovely. So some of these rocks, this is the Wyre Beach Management Scheme under construction. And if you've not already seen any of these videos, there's millions of videos. I've kept trying to explain it. Let's go down there and take a closer look, shall we? Right, are you ready? So that is a rock groin, and the gap between the rocks and this concrete plinth is going to be closed up in rocks, so the rocks will come right up to there. This concrete plinth that I'm standing on is a crossover ramp, and this is to maintain access so that people and emergency vehicles can get across the beach when the tide's in. Well, when the tide's coming in and you can't go round the end of the groin, but you need to be able to get down the beach quickly if you're rescuing somebody or something like that. And then the whole thing will encourage the beach to lift up, so that where you've got this low section here, they've dug this out because they've been constructing this ramp in sections. It's cast in situ in sections, which is what this shuttering's for, to hold the concrete while it dries. So this will encourage all the beach to build up. So you can see where it's quite high up here. You'll end up with a level coming through that levels up to these concrete tables which tie into the steps, and you'll get a nice level, even top section of beach which protects all of this step sea wall. And you'll remember a few years ago, if you're local, that this beach had eroded to a point where they had to transport sand and shingle all the way from Fleetwood to build it back up again because it was just all wearing away. This next heap here is a pile of rocks. We'll go back up the steps and then I can point it out to you because it's clearer from a bit higher up. This is the ramp where we were just standing a minute ago. I have to say, they are fabulous tables for putting your deck chairs on. And then you can sit and watch your kids playing in summer. And this here is a pile of rocks, which is just being placed there ready for building into a groin. So you can tell where the groins are because the groins correspond to the crossover ramps. So this next one here, where you can see the actual concrete, lines up to the next pile of rocks at the back of it. So the groin goes where the crossover ramp is, and there's a ramp on each one. Anything in between is merely a pile of rocks. Lovely day. Another victory for the Care for Cleveleys volunteers. We've persuaded the council to pay for a window cleaner to clean the sea swallow sculpture. So that's going to get its first bath for a while this week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I can't go anywhere, can I, without people recognise me. Shout out for the guy down here with the dog who spotted me, and the lady here who was just heading off in that direction who also said, "You're Jane." Now where am I going? Put myself off my stride. I'm going back to pick my car up, and I'm going to go to Aldi and see if I can get some compost for my lily bulbs. I have to say, it's such a lovely place. It doesn't matter how many times you drive about and you walk about, I just feel so lucky to live here. These are Delosperma, and they're absolutely one mass of yellow flowers in summer. Look, they're just starting to come out in the sunshine, like a little daisy flower, and they're absolutely beautiful. And these hardy little things have lived in these pots all winter, and put up with all the weather and all the wind and all the horrible conditions that they get. So if you're trying to do seafront gardening, that's what you need to plant. Right, back to the car. I've parked at Derby Road on this side, and I've just realised as I'm coming back to the bus station that I've not shown you the mural, have I? I've shown you bits and bobs of it, but I've not actually shown you the full mural in its full beautiful glory. So if you're looking for public toilets just on the way past, these are two of them, and there's a disabled one round the corner. We've got our bunting up look that Ange made out of old duvet covers, and here we are. Here we have a galaxy not so far away. Da, 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 da. I'm going to take you to this other side. I'm going to go to the other side, and then we can see it properly because the light shines from this end and it sort of bounces off it. So there you go, look, that's the mythic mural. There's a map going in this space here of the town centre so that you can find your way around, which of course the signpost is pointing to the high street. So we've got the ogre looking all glorious and beautiful in the centre of the picture. And we've got Mary's Showl. And Christian was particularly impressed with his steps on the cafe. He kept going on about his steps. So that's all part of our plan to improve Cleveleys bus station. So people have commented about the benches being in the middle and wondering why they've been put there. Well, number one, so that you can take pictures of the artwork, because with the benches in front of it, you get benches and people in the picture. But we're also going to use the bus station as a covered space for events, because obviously we're just a hop, a skip and a jump away from Princess Road, which is the little bit that's going to be pedestrianised, which is this bit here. So when the weather's inclement, as it often is at the seaside, so this is your pedestrianised bit we can still continue, and we can put stalls and things underneath the bus station and have a bit of shelter. So you can put some down this side of the railings and some down that side of the wall, and you've actually got quite a bit of space for using it practically. And we've been planting up as well, look, so we've got a few spring flowers that are getting battered in the breeze, as everything does. Right, now I'm going to go and look for my compost. And then of course you can still catch your bus. I've never seen as many people in Cleveleys bus station as there were while Christian was doing that painting. It was like a party. Everybody was just stood watching him painting. By Jove, I've got it. I've got my bag of compost, and I managed to do it without even getting myself wet and mucky from top to bottom. So I hope you've enjoyed that little look around Cleveleys with me this morning. Here's the marvellous Aldi store. Look at the back of me, and the town centre is literally just over there, so it's dead handy. We're short of nothing we've got in Cleveleys. So don't forget, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you've hit the little bell for notifications. Don't forget to sign up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.